today I have met these groups. We had met almost 200 groups, youth groups, border groups, and what we call micro and small scale enterprises. And the main thing today was, as we come out of this COVID era, we have got people who have got a lot of challenges in their businesses, and here we had met on mapping on how these groups can be able to raise funding for their businesses, and we have agreed that every group will be saving a minimum of 50 shillings per day, and from there, if either of them applies alone or as a group if they apply alone, Jago Foundation will be able to guarantee them for a similar amount. And those people who especially who had gone down because of this COVID crisis, they can be able to uplift their lives. We are talking about people who can be able to buy their own borders so that they can be in business, they stop renting. There are people who have borders and they want to be able to do tuk-tuks, to buy tuk-tuks. So again, that is one of the issues that we can be able to uplift these young men and women. So at the end of the day, we would want to see this whole thing change. And I also want to say that these organized groups, we are able to give them contracts from CDF directly. And this is one of the issues that is also going to uplift their lives. But the good thing is that they are very inspired and they are willing to join me in what we are doing. So, and we want Thika to become a very good example of how we can be able to create jobs for the youth. I also want to call the other governments, the other constituencies, the county government, the national government, that these youths, now already these groups are very well organized and they are ready to take contracts. We must not give contracts to individuals. These are people who can take contracts and they can take them to the next level, and they can do a good job just like an individual limited companies can do. I also would want to talk to our youth, especially here in Thika. We had this event of our two youths who went to Keno, Moranga, and unfortunately they lost their lives because of politics. And I wanted to say this, let us talk to our young people so that we can avoid this. I really also want to say that I want to condole with their families, first of all. But again, I'm calling the youth, please, let us be careful. Let us not be used by politicians. It is not the right thing to do. There is something like this we are doing today. We can help you raise your fund, so we can help you start a small business. And this is the way to go. Somebody is going to promise you 200 shillings, but you lose your life, you lose your health. What is the point? There is no point. But also I want to talk to my fellow politicians. It is a very bad example to be calling these people, these young people, to go and throw stones in your campaign rallies. Please, if you cannot take your children to go and throw stones in a campaign rally, do not take any other kid, anybody else's kid. These people have got parents, they have got relatives. Right now, they are very, very sad because you have lost two of their children. So if you cannot take your child, please do not touch these children. They belong to parents like yours.
Mambo hii imefanyika hapa, mheshimiwa ameguzia mambo ya vijana wetu kutoka hapa kwenda sehemu zingine. Ni bahati mbaya. Kitu kwanza tunatoa rambirambi zetu. Jana tulienda kutembea mpaka kwa hizo familia mbili zote, wale wa Kiandutu na Kiang'ombe, tukaambia pole na tukahakikisha kwamba hii maneno yanafanyika hapa, watu wanatoka hapa na sehemu zingine. Tumeanza kuweka mikakati kwamba vijana wetu tukae nao hapa. Ndio mnaona serikali imeweka mikakati mingi kama kazi kwa mitaa, tuhakikisha kwamba vijana wanatumika hapa kwetu, na wale ambao pengine kwa njia moja ama nyingine waweza kuwa wanadanganywa, tutaweka mikakati kupitia stakeholders wote, watu wa kanisa, wanasiasa na viongozi wote, kuhakikisha kwamba hao watoto wanaambiwa ama vijana wetu wanaambiwa wasiende kutumika vibaya kwa wakati ambao tunafika kiwango mpaka tunapoteza maisha. Serikali kama kawaida iko na mikakati yake. Mnajua kuna NTSA sasa hizi tayari imechukua jukumu ya wale wanadhaniwa kama ndio walimbemba walipelekwa mpaka huko Keno. Kwa hivyo kuna hatua zitachukuliwa na hiyo kitengo ya serikali. Hapa kwetu tuhakikisha kwamba vijana wetu ambao wangeweza kutoka hapa wanaweza kuambiwa kwa ukweli kwamba hakuna haja watoke hapa, waende wakapate shinda sehemu ambazo si za kwao.